Hello and welcome to a video from filmsbychris.com. That's Chris the K, I'm Chris the K, and I just learned something new with a tool that I've used for years, and all of you have probably used, is the cat command. A lot of you know the cat command. If you want to see what's inside a file, you'll probably use the cat command. That's a common use for it. Really, it's short for concatenate, which is combining multiple files. Something else you may know is that you can actually use it as a text editor if you want to create a file. So again, there's nothing in my current directory, but if I was to cat into file1.txt. Now I can type things. I can say this is a file, enter. This is a second line. I'll hit enter, and on an empty line I'll hit Control D. And now if I list out files, you can see I have a file called file.txt, and I can see what's in it with cat. So I created a file. I was able to type and create a file without a fancy text editor. That's great. Now if I wanted to add to that, I could always do this. I can say, instead of the greater than symbol, I do greater than, and now I can say new line. And again, enter, Control D once you have an empty line. Now I can cat out what's in file 1, and it has now added to that line. All of this is stuff I've already known, might be new to you. Hopefully you're learning some new things. So let me create a second file here, so I can say cat greater than, and I'll say file2.txt. And here I'll write new file, new line. Sure. Again, enter, Control D. Now I have two files. I can cat out what's in file 1, and I can cat out what's in file 2. I can cat out what's in both of them, and I can put all that into a file called file3.txt. .txt. I can list out all three of the files. I can cat out what's in file 1, what's in file 2, what's in file 3. So all of this is stuff I knew. Maybe you knew it or maybe you didn't. Here's the new thing I learned, right? So if I was to cat out file1.txt and then do a dash, which stands for standard in, and do file2.txt, and I can put that into file3.txt, right? So right now I'm doing the greater than, not greater than, so I'm going to be overriding file 3. But if I hit enter now, it's waiting for me, and I can say this is a new line, right? All capitalized there so it stands out. I'll hit enter, and I will hit Control D. And now if I was to cat out file 3.txt, you can see that it put file 1, then what I typed, and then file 2 into there. Great. Well, I saw that and I wondered, can I take it a step further? So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to say cat what's in file 1, then wait for user input. Then cat what's in file 2, and then user input, right? Cat what's in file 3, and then we'll put all this into file 4.txt. I'll go ahead and hit enter, and I'll say I just want a line that stands out. I'll hit enter. I can do another line. I'll do enter, and now I have a blank line. I can hit Control D, but it's still at this prompt. Now I can give it more input. I'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll hit enter, Control D. Now if I cat out what's in file 4.txt, you can see it has what's in file 1, then the two lines I typed, then what was in file 2, and then the line I typed, and then what was in file 3. So we're able to combine these files, but type things in between them. And of course, we should, in theory, be able to do something like this. I'll say the date command, and I will pipe that. Again, this dash just means standard input. So now I'll do the date command, and we're going to pipe that in. We're going to do file 1 dash file 2 standard input, and then file 3. And we'll dump all that into file 4, overriding file 4 at this point. I'll do that. Now let's see what happens. File 4. Quite honest, I don't know. I haven't tried this yet. I'm going to hit enter. So you can see that we have line file 1. Then we have that date input. And then we have file 2. And it did not ask for the input. So that's something to think about when you're doing this. It took the standard input for the first one, but not the others. So yeah, you can put a output of a command into here if you would like. Or you can set these things up to type. So that's just something new to me, that you can do this. I kind of knew that you could pipe things into standard input, but I didn't think about using it as a place where I can type things in between files. So again, any machine you're on, yes, you know, if you're on an extremely lightweight machine, maybe some sort of IoT device, a router, a modem, a wall plug, running some minimal ARM version of Linux or MIPS version of Linux, and you have minimal tools, you'll still probably have BusyBox, which there's a good chance it has Vi in it. But if you didn't have Vi, if you didn't have Nano, if you didn't have Vim, if you just have a very, very minimal system, you're probably going to have the cat command. And in a pinch, you can use that to create files, in which case you could create a script, and all without a real text editor. Or think of other scenarios. What scenario would you use this for? Let me know in the comments below. I do thank you for watching again. Filmsbykris.com. That's Chris with a K. There's a link in the description of my website. As always, I hope that you have a great day.